Welcome to Bulldog Stadium here at Wyandotte High School in Kansas City, Kansas, where we will have the Washington Wildcats taking on the Bulldogs from Wyandotte High School. Right now, we're lining up on the field for the official kickoff to Kansas City, Kansas Public School Sports Network, and Dr. Stubblefield, Superintendent of KCK Schools, will do the kickoff.
We're ready to read the starting lineups. For the Washington Wildcats, number 1, Jorge Caminate. Number 3, Naiso. Number 5, Benaya Nixie.
That's right now. We get here checking out the starting lineups. I'm Chuck Holmes, and I'm here with one of the announcers from Sporting KC, Blake Arney. How are you, partner?
Doing wonderful. Glad to be here. Excited for this matchup.
Excited to get a chance to work with you today. This is going to be all right. You know, we've got two teams that are they had pretty good records last year. You know, Washington was a little bit better than Wyandotte was last year, but you know, these teams, they play hard. They both do. And I know you've highlighted a couple of players, and you've got some keys that you want to talk about during the game, so I'm going to let you go at it.
Yeah, let's look first at the home team, Wyandotte. You know, they're a team, like you said, last year, 7-9, not a bad record by any means, playing against this Washington team that's been pretty good. But in this one, I think that when you're playing against a team that on paper might be better than you just need to stay very compact defensively. The teams that have success when they're maybe the underdog going into the game, they stay very compact defensively, and then when they go forward, they need to take their chances very efficiently. They may not get too many chances, so just being efficient with those chances that they do get. But then for the visitors, for Washington, coming into the game, it's about being patient. They know they're going to be creating chances. They know that they're going to have a lot of those opportunities, so just not forcing it, not giving it away in any bad spots. And then, you know, looking on what they did last season, if you can just build off some of that. They had 5 wins in their last 6 games, of course, got knocked out in the playoffs in a close 3-2 game, but they only conceded 1 goal in that time, scored 19. So if they can build off what they did at the end of last season, I think they're in for a good one today.
I agree with you totally. We've got 2 senior goalkeepers, one for Wyandotte, one for Washington. You got for goalkeeping for Wyandotte, you've got John Alejo. He'll be in goal. And for the Wildcats, you're going to have Jorge Caminate as the goalkeeper there. Both teams they're young. They both have a lot of juniors and you know, a mix of seniors in between here, but a lot more juniors for both teams.
There is indeed. You talk about, you know, when you're trying to build programs, you're trying to become a better team over the years. It's a lot about getting guys that are, you know, those sophomores, juniors that are getting more varsity experience. We're seeing that here today.
Well, you and I were talking before the game. We're talking about such participation that both teams have, and it's so good to see so many teams out here. So we're going to go to the field as we see Superintendent Stubblefield do the official kickoff. And there we have it. We have the official kickoff for KCK Public School Sports Network. So we're off and running. We've got a number of games that we're going to have this year. We got at least 3 soccer games. We got some volleyball that's coming up, and later on we'll have some football as well right here. So stay tuned. You're going to have a lot of action coming up in KCK Public School Network, Sports Network, and we're excited. We're looking forward to having a good time.
Yeah, I love this. I love getting high school sports, more eyes on it, more people being able to watch. So this is a lot of fun being here.
Exactly. What kind of activities? What kind of participation does Sporting usually have with the local high schools? I know I know where they practice at, and I know they have a wonderful facility out there. And so I know they are involved in the community, but you know, some of the things that they do are just fantastic.
Yeah, it's been great. I've been able to get a little bit involved with a lot of that. You know, you get a lot of the players going out to events and, you know, playing some soccer with some of the local kids, whether it's, you know, at camps or wherever, you know, those kids get the opportunities to play with some of those players. But yeah, I think one of Sporting's goals is always to get some of those players out in the community, really just helping out growing the game, because, you know, as everyone I'm sure that's watching this, soccer is such a fun game to watch, such a fun game to play, and it brings so many people together. That's what, you know, we love about. That's why we call it the beautiful game. So bringing people together is the goal for Sporting Kansas City, and obviously out here we get to do just that.
Well, soccer has grown so much within the last 10, 15, 20 years. There are more leagues, there are more kids playing, there are more club teams, and it's just, there are bigger stadiums around. You go to places out just off of K10 out here, and they've got the big Garmin Center out there. And then you go out to a little further south out by Odak, and they've got a beautiful facility out there too. So, you know, it's wonderful to see.
And I'm always a big fan of just trying to eliminate the barriers to playing, and soccer is definitely a sport that if you can just have a ball and a goal, anyone can play.
There you go. Well, Wyandotte's in the red, And they'll be going to our right. Washington will be in the white. They'll be going to our left. And here we go with the opening kick. Wyandotte on the attack. And that's going to be a throw in for Wyandotte on the far side. Headed away by Washington.
You can see here early on the way that Washington's setting up. It looks like they almost have kind of 3 defenders at the back. Kind of have 1 defender sitting in, so we'll have to see how that comes out. Wyandotte, on the other hand, 4 defenders sitting back. So definitely changes the way they attack with those wide players. Probably getting up the field more for Wyandotte, but for Washington, those 3 defenders will sit back more.
You know, watching Washington from last year, they're very aggressive, a very aggressive team on defense. They like to push the tempo. Once again, walled off, cleared it, taken away, and it's going to be cleared out. You got a runner out there. It's going to get there first. Like the player from Wyandotte would get there first.
A real foot race there. Bowie was quick, but defender even faster. So I think those balls over the top definitely going to – the defenders are dealing with them well so far.
I used to run that fast, but dogs were chasing me. The throw in for Washington. And that's going to be out on Wyandotte. Another throw in for Washington as they look to press the attack. Fight once again. That's going to be a goal kick for Washington. Defense getting themselves set. It's going to be tough for the goalkeeper. The sun's right in his eyes. He's trying to shield himself.
Definitely a good note there.
Yeah. Kick across the middle, headed away by Wyandotte. Kept in by Washington. It's going to be out. It's going to be a throw in for Wyandotte.
Yeah, and right there, that was defended well. They got the first ball away, but it's all about just not letting that deflection come back in, and Wyandotte did a good job to get that away.
I've seen more goals scored on rebounds. You know, the initial, they'll knock the first one away, and then somebody will catch the rebound, and there you go. There's one into the box, picked up by a goalkeeper. John Alejo, senior goalkeeper for the Bulldogs. Here comes Washington again on the attack. Down the far side, trying to keep it in. Unable to do so. So it'll be a goal kick for Wyandotte.
You're right there. You were talking about Washington being pretty aggressive in the midfield there. They win that ball back immediately and try and go on the attack. That's something I've noticed early on here, how quick they want to break when they get the ball back.
Yeah, they're a fast break team. They showed it a lot last year. Here comes Wyandotte on the attack now. Here's a pass forward, knocked down by Washington. There's a left-footed kick coming in. Player streaking down the sideline for Wyandotte. Able to control it. And that one's going to be out of bounds.
That was a really good ball through, kind of sneaking into that corner. Did well to bring it back across and win the corner kick here.
Yeah. Be a corner kick for Wyandotte. Cross. Typically, you like to get a little bit more elevation on those, on the corner kicks. Give your offense a chance to move stuff around.
Yeah, I would agree. It was a pretty hard ball in. I think if you get a header on it, it can be a dangerous chance, but it's a lot harder when it's coming in that fast. Like you said, kind of getting a little more loft and getting it to fall into that area.
It's a little easier to do a header when you don't have a line drive coming at you.
Exactly. Exactly right.
All right. Here comes Washington as they're going to knock down by Wyandotte. Here they come on the attack now. Stolen away by Wildcats. Got a player down. It's going to be a foul.
Been impressed with Wyandotte in the midfield. They've done a really good job winning the ball and holding it in the midfield and then breaking into the attack.
That's Miguel Guillon going down, but he's up. Seems to be okay. And Wyandotte with the kick. He lofts it towards the middle. He'll be headed away by the Cats. Going to be out, and it'll be a throw in for Wyandotte. You know, the weather's really cooperating now. It's kind of cooling off, and it's feeling really good for, for the kids. Because I know they've been working out and practicing in the heat. So here's Wyandotte on the attack. There's a kick on goal, and it's going to be picked up, knocked away.
Good pass to Patrick Masore.
It was a breakaway there. With the goalkeeper able to recover.
Really good.
Had a little help from one of his defenders.
Yeah, the good defending to get back behind the keeper. It got poked past him, and I'm sure the goalkeepers always love that when I was a goalkeeper back in my day when I played. I was never as good as some of the guys that I get to talk about these days, but no, I loved it whenever there'd be that last defender that would get back, so you don't look as bad.
Both teams being aggressive on the offense when they have it. It's taken away by the Cats. Knocked down by Wyandotte. I'm going to call it cats and dogs. That's what they are.
There we go.
Both teams are playing like they're cats and dogs right now.
A real fight.
A real fight. Although I've seen a lot of dog and cat fights. The cats usually win for some reason.
See if that's the case today.
Yeah. There's a kick on goal. It's going to be way long and out of bounds.
I don't hate the idea, though, to try and shoot from there, catch the goalie out of place.
Absolutely. Unexpected, but it's – okay, we're – it's about 32 minutes, 30 seconds. Still scoreless here at Wyandotte High School as you're watching the Wyandotte Bulldogs take on the Washington Wildcats here on KCK Public School Sports Network. Here comes Wyandotte, taken away by Washington. Run up the side, but just can't quite get there. So it'll be a throw in for Wyandotte.
I was curious to see if the flag would go up on the far side. It was a good run. There on that far side. I think he was onside. The referee thought so too. Yeah. So he just couldn't quite get to the ball.
Oh, nice tackle, nice takeaway. Oh, and that's going to be off of Wyandotte.
It is.
Yes.
See if Washington can do something with this. They've been doing a lot more defending early on. A little bit surprised by they haven't been able to hold as much possession, but we'll see if they can do that here.
Yeah. That's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Wyandotte. If you're just joining us, Wyandotte's in the red. Washington Wildcats are wearing their white. One thing I've noticed there, there's a breakaway. Here comes Wyandotte on the breakaway. The kick. Oh, saved by the goal. Rebound and knocked away again. What a save. Oh, what a save. What a save. Jorge Carmante doing his thing down here in the goal, protecting his house.
The first save was incredible, and the second one was even better. My goodness. You can't ask for anything more from your goalkeeper.
Anything more than that. That's outstanding.
And he gets a goal kick out of it. It wasn't even a corner kick. I mean, that is textbook.
That's how you play the position. That's a senior down there. That's how he's playing the position. He's seen it. But that was a good run by Wyandotte. They did have the breakaway.
And you can see that what that meant to him. I mean, he was celebrating after that save.
Now here we go here, going the other way. The goal for Wyandotte comes out, knocks it away. And that's going to be Washington's throw in.
All of a sudden, it's end to end.
I'm telling you, they're getting their legs out from under them. We got the replay on this breakaway.
Just look at this save. It took a deflection, too, after that shot, and he still makes the save, gets down for the second one. And look at that celebration.
That's how you do it right there. That's textbook. Oh, there's a push. We're going to have a foul. Brian Estrada with the foul. It's going to be a free kick for the Cats. Here comes a free kick. Gets it in. Use the back foot. Clear it by the Dogs.
It's a nice little flick back into the box. No one was there.
We're going to have a fight at midfield for it. Both teams fighting hard for the ball.
The defender saying there he got beat that first time, but got right back up and won it back.
Okay, here comes Wyandotte again on the attack. Goalkeeper comes out, picks it up.
It's good goalkeeping to come out and claim that one.
Good communication, too.
Absolutely.
He told him, I got it. I got it. Wyandotte on the attack, just wide of the goal. So Wildcats would have attacked there. So far, like you said, back and forth. They got the legs from under them. We're at about 28 minutes here remaining in the first quarter.
What a good start to the season here for both these teams. I mean, we've seen good attacks. Goalkeepers have made a couple saves. It's been a good start.
Yes, it has. Dogs with control as they cross midfield. Here's a pass to the far right side. Unable to get there. It's Andy Lopez from Wyandotte. Okay, it's going to be a throw in for Wyandotte.
Well, that's a great move.
That's a great move there.
Too big on that last touch.
Yeah. I think we're seeing some athletes out here.
Oh, absolutely. There's some guys that you can tell have experience. They can play.
Misplayed by Wyandotte. They had an opportunity for a break. Misplayed it. Now here comes Washington on the attack. For a nice touch pass. And here comes a goalie out to pick it up.
The defender Cruz there had to slide in. He got enough of the ball. The keeper was able to grab it, but if he didn't get that right, I think this could be 1-0.
It could be 1-0. That was a good move. That was a good attack.
It was very good from Washington.
Kept in by Washington. Free down the far side up. It's going to be offsides.
I like to see your attackers trying to get in those positions, but you just got to hold that run for maybe a second or so. A little too early there.
Andy Lopez a little anxious.
You can understand why. Wants to get his team out on the right foot.
A line drive like that, see, my game's over. I'm on the ground. I need to go to the hospital. I got a headache. Get hit in the head. The ball's hard coming in like that. So.
Oh, it certainly is.
That's a nice tackle, a nice takeaway. Oh. Fighting for the ball. Good job. Both teams fighting for the ball. It's going to be a throw in for Washington. That's going to be taken away by. Going to have a foul.
Just a bit too much contact there.
Yep. I'm going to try to pronounce his name. Uringe?
Sounds good to me.
Let's go with that. Number 7 for the Wildcats.
Your guess is as good as mine.
He's all over the field, so I'm going to have to I'm going to have to use his name. Speaking of him, there's a left-footed kick just wide.
What they like to do and hold a little bit of possession here. I got to say, with the football lines, it's a lot. So if you're dangerous, keepers it's a little harder for them to save it, but we'll see who takes it.
There's the fake.
And 6 or 7 miles per game, and I mean, you're talking about running like a 5K twice in both, 5K in both halves. You're getting into some crazy territory there, some crazy conditioning. Guys are running every day at practice, just making sure they're always fit. Because if you let it go for a week or so, it can go quickly.
Now, as a coach and a trainer, how do you keep your guys hydrated? I mean, hydration is extremely important, and all the running that they're doing. When do they start hydrating for games like this?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a lot of it starts early on. You're talking night before. You want to make sure you're not waking up dehydrated, and then during the day, just pounding that water. And they always talk about a lot of electrolytes throughout the day, so that once you start sweating, you aren't losing all those electrolytes that you sweat out. So, replenishing those before they even go away, and then obviously throughout the match, every chance you get, trying to drink some water and just stay hydrated.
But outsides.
But you talk about hydration, it's definitely, you can't do it right before the game.
They preach it. And all the football games, all the early season soccer games we've seen people go down with cramps.
Mm-hmm.
From this age group all the way up to college, pros.
Yeah.
You're going to see it this weekend with the NFL. You're going to see, here's a Wyandotte Washington on the attack, kicked out by Wyandotte. But you're going to see guys going down, and they're getting paid.
Yes, exactly.
And they're preaching, but they're still going to go down. So, you can preach it all you want until it happens to you. You really don't understand.
Absolutely. The heat, especially on days like today, luckily the heat wasn't too hot today, but when you're down there on the turf, if it's 10 degrees hotter, it's 90 degrees, plus the sun's been beating down on the turf all day, it can just get brutal out there on the field. So probably a little lucky that today wasn't quite as hot as we've seen, in the last couple weeks or so.
Cleared away by Wyandotte. Washington still on the attack, deep in Wyandotte zone. That's going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats. And we got about 20 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Both teams nothing. Live from Wyandotte High Schools. Wyandotte Bulldogs taking on the Wildcats from Washington High School here on the KCK Public School Sports Network. Seen a couple of good saves, some good action so far. Still nothing, but both teams fighting hard. It's going to be a corner kick, going to be a side out or throw in.
Can be a dangerous spot if you can get a long throw here. It looks like they're going to try that.
Nice long throw. Headed away by Wyandotte. Saved by Washington. Back towards the middle. The header goes in! Outstanding job. Nice goal by Ingizar Bona. As he was able to head it in.
Just a great ball across to find him near the top of the box, and I'm amazed how much power he got on that header. It's hard to generate that kind of power, and he puts it in the bottom corner. What a great start there for Washington.
That's going to put the Wildcats up 1-0 here with 19:13 left here in the first quarter. The pressure offense finally paid off.
It did indeed. We saw them, swallow up a little bit of pressure early on. They were just defending well, not letting Wyandotte create too many chances, but Washington did a good job there.
Kept in by Washington. Wyandotte trying to clear.
Number 18, Patrick Musore.
Yeah, it's going to be out by the Cats. Wyandotte looking for a throw in.
Trying to get some numbers forward here. They haven't been able to create much here in the last couple minutes. Wyandotte's done a really good. Washington's done a really good job defending.
Kept in. Oh, got a player that went down on the track, but he's back up, back into the game, and here comes Wyandotte on the attack. Wyandotte looking to even the score. Kick towards the middle. A whiff on it, and taken away by Wyandotte.
It's a great touch.
Shot in the middle. Blocked. Here comes Cumberland in. Oh, he hits the post. Just misses. Hits the top of the post. What a play.
I think he might have been in an offside position. The flag up on the near
Here's the
side.
flag
So
up on the near side.
It wouldn't have counted, but yeah, you're right. What a chance there.
That was Patrick Musore with the run. Unfortunately, as you said, it was offsides, but it was a good run.
Oh, it was. And that first touch to get the initial shot off was fantastic. It just got deflected, bounced right there, and he nearly put it away. But as we said, it just wouldn't have counted. He was offside.
Yeah.
But it's good signs from Wyandotte bouncing back from going down.
From that. It's cleared into the zone once again. Goalkeeper calls it off. He's got it. Scoops it up.
Wyandotte's not far off on those chances, looking for that ball in behind.
Oh, that's not a – I think he wanted a little bit better kick than that.
I think
but
you're
it's headed
right.
away.
Might
There's
work
the
out
kick.
for him.
Here comes the run. Goalkeeper's way out of the goal, able to clear it. Be a throw in for the Wildcats. A nice takeaway. Another nice takeaway. Oh, we got a foul on this one now. Wyandotte quickly getting the ball in, kicking it down. They're on the attack. Knocked down by the goalkeeper.
That was a great long ball through, and you could tell he wanted to play that back across toward the penalty spot. That cut it back across, put it in for one of his attackers, and if he gets that right, it's probably going to be 1-1, but just couldn't quite, and the keeper did a good job to claim it.
Yeah, Musore looking for it across the middle, didn't quite get the pass. Again here, Wyandotte on the attack, kicked out by Wildcats. Quick throw in. Nice ball. Here come the Cats on the attack. Both teams getting a little bit physical. They're bumping each other around, but it's good, clean soccer.
Get another look here. I mean, so much power on that header. I don't think the goalkeeper was ready to see that one come in the way it did.
Yeah, it came in with a lot of power, and which that's the goal to put Washington up 1-0. They're on the attack again. It's going to be out. It's going to be a goal kick for Wyandotte. Yeah, I'm like you, Blake. Trying to get that much power on a header. That's strong neck.
It is. How do you train that?
How do you train that?
I don't know. I think it's a lot of technique that worked there.
Yeah. Left foot kick. Knocked away. Here comes cleared again by the Dogs.
We definitely see that at the professional game. Those guys, they know how to put that kind of header power on it, especially on those corner kicks when it comes in, even if it's a high looping ball, to be able to just really knock it toward the goal.
I'll tell you what's impressive is to watch them as they leave their feet and they're in midair.
Absolutely.
And they do that.
Yeah.
That's just amazing to me.
It is. Where they just fly up in the air. Some of them jump. I mean, we're talking crazy verticals. They get way up in the air. And it's all about that technique when you're heading the ball forward.
Are you leading? So far, Wyandotte's back line is doing a really good job of stopping those attacks, those quick hit attacks.
They absolutely
that
have.
the Wildcats want to do. Here we go. Headed away nicely by the Cats. And it's going to be a throw-in for Wyandotte as they look to even the score. We've got 13 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first quarters before halftime. Washington leads it 1-0.
A lot of pressure there from Bowie as he just a bit too much contact, and it'll be a dangerous spot here for Wyandotte. You can really dish this one in. If you wanted to, you could even shoot it, but I'm guessing they'll dish this toward the penalty spot near that back post area, try and get someone to head it in and level the score.
And the goalkeeper's got to contend with the sun as well. It's right in his face now. So he's trying to find the right spot to keep the sun out of his eyes.
Looking at where the shadows are, that's probably going to be a factor for most of the game here.
Yeah.
They've creeped from the sideline up about, 5-10 yards or so.
Should improve after halftime, but for right now, it's going to be a factor right now. Here comes the key. He's going to curl it in, and goalkeeper able to take care of that. So Jorge Cormante able to easily track that, bring it down.
He's had a great game today so far. I mean, that's not an easy ball to deal with because you don't know if someone's going to try and run onto it and head it, but he handles it well.
Yeah, that remarkable save he had earlier. I'm sure we'll see that again in the highlights, but that was remarkable. Kept Wyandotte from scoring there. Now the Dogs are on the attack. Here they come. Nice move. Here comes Wyandotte, and the kick is up. Oh, and he puts too much on it.
The last-ditch tackle there. Urbina slides in. Beautiful challenge. If he doesn't get that right, it's certainly going to be 1-1. What a tackle.
That was an outstanding run by the Dogs. Looking to tie it up, but as you said, that was an outstanding tackle as well. So it'll be a corner kick for Wyandotte.
It's also hard to get that right because if you mistime it, you're going to give up a penalty kick.
Yeah. Ball floating towards the middle, the header in, knocked away by the Cats.
Just a late challenge there.
Yep. A couple guys down. Right now, Washington leads at 1-0 here at Bulldog Stadium here on KCK, Public School Sports Network. I'm Chuck Holmes. I'm here with Blake Arney, calling the action for you here at Wyandotte as we watch the players get up off the turf here. Wyandotte's in the red, Washington in the white. Both teams have been very aggressive on the offensive end. Yeah, Washington does lead 1-0. Coming up on 10 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Talking about a chance to equalize here, though, this is a really dangerous opportunity from the free kick. You can pick which side you want to go here. See if you can get over the wall.
There's a free kick. They both jump. They all miss. And he hustled. Keeps them from going out of bounds, but not quite there. So it will be a throw-in for Wyandotte.
I think he wanted to loop that one over the wall, just couldn't keep it up there. It goes right into the wall, and that's why they're there.
Yep. Well, he jumped too, so that didn't help.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to get over, especially from a place that close to the box. That's what they always say. It's so hard to get that up and over and then to get it to come back down.
Fighting forward in the middle. Unable to clear it. Kicked it straight up. Now it's a header back towards the middle. Again, Wyandotte trying to put pressure on Washington. Keeping the ball in their zone. Washington doing a good job. There's a cross pitch pass. Able to stay in. Taken away by the Cats. Oh, they had the play set up, but it was blocked beautifully by Washington.
Wildcats did so well there just to defend that. Couple chances from Wyandotte as they were pushing forward, but Washington didn't bend, or they bended, but they didn't break.
And that one goes off the field, all the way over the fence onto the street. So it'll be a throw in. Washington trying to set their defense, throw in for the Dogs. Brought down, kicked away. We talked about Wyandotte's back line doing a good job. So far, Washington's back line has done a really good job as well.
Absolutely.
They've had a couple shots on goal, but they've done a very good job of recovering and clearing the zone when they need to.
Great defending, great goalkeeping. It's been a good defensive effort overall from Washington.
8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Washington, there's a kick in. Oh, punched away by the goalkeeper.
He needed to get that right. There was an attacker right there to pounce on it if he didn't punch it away, but he did, and out for a corner kick, but he'll take that as opposed to it going in the back of the net.
Absolutely. That was a great call by the goalkeeper. He was able to see the guy coming and then still punch it away. Here's across the middle, the header, knocked away. Last couple of minutes, Wyandotte's put a lot of pressure on Washington. So far, the Cats have been able to respond. That one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Washington. Oh, that's taken away. There's he clears the zone. Wyandotte able to keep it in.
That's a great move, great ball.
Alex Guillon was able to clear it. Goalkeeper comes out of the goal, picks it up. Trying to jumpstart his offense, trying to even the score here. Wyandotte High School. Wyandotte's in the red as they're now on the attack. Coming up on the goal. Great sliding tackle. Great sliding tackle. No foul called.
Perfectly timed. He won all the ball. Didn't foul the player. That's fantastic.
Yeah, here comes Washington on the attack. There's a nice pass. Guillon is hustling, trying to get to it. He's able to get there, and it goes out. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner kick for Washington. Well, it's going to be a goal kick. I thought maybe the guy from Wyandotte had knocked it out, but I was wrong. Good hustle from Wyandotte. Able to get there because Guillon was running.
Absolutely.
I keep calling him Guillon, but it's Aguillon. Here comes Washington again on the attack by himself. The goalkeeper comes out of the goal. He's able to smother it. As Urwinge was breathing down the goalkeepers, trying to run the ball down.
Washington
Bank with it now, number 20.
Really pushing forward here, trying to get that second before the half.
Bang it just out of his reach. Thing's been busy, number 20. He's touched everything that's come to the offensive end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. They're unable to save it, so it'll be a throw in for Wyandotte. See the shadows start to creep across the field. Give me that early fall sunsets.
Absolutely. I'm certainly a fan of the way the fall weather is starting to come into play. Talking with some people around Sporting KC. I'm surprised by how many people don't like the fall weather.
I'm one of those.
Really?
I don't mind the fall. I mean, I can deal with the 70, 75, But when it starts getting down to the 40s at night, I like the long days. Give me the summertime.
I'd agree with you on that one. The long days in summertime are great.
Yep. I like the long days, and my bones don't take – in the wintertime, it takes so long for my bones to warm up.
That one's true.
I guess the old saying is there's a foul. Free kick for Wyandotte. Yeah, the old saying, I can't put on enough clothes to stay warm. It just takes one. If my fingers get cold, I'm done.
I'm sure you feel that when you guys get late in the football season. There's some cold ones.
Yes, indeed.
I remember high school football. I would be out doing video of some of those games, and it would just be cold.
It's just cold. Here, there's a kick towards the goal. Headed away. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Good chance there for Wyandotte. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the quarter. Washington leads 1-0 over the host Bulldogs here at Wyandotte High School.
Oh, great touch there in the midfield. Couldn't hold it, but to bring that down, it was really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had, the JV had to go to a tournament. So some of the JV people put them in here.
Okay.
We really need you on the team. Yes, because you really, you came a long way last year, and, there's someone that can really use you. It's going to be annoying if you're playing this stupid, person that people like. Huh? Well, I'd probably put you on varsity this year as your senior. As a sub. I mean, you didn't see the last season playing right?
Yeah, we're down to 1:40 left here before half. 1 minute 35 seconds now. Washington looking to add to this score before the quarter ends.
I mean, I could give you time on both, but if you don't want to play with the other team, I can put you on one of the
Looking forward to halftime. We'll get a chance to feature in a couple of things, new features for there's a drive-in. Good communication. Goalkeeper to let it go. What we would like to call center circle with Washington and Wyandotte, and then we also a couple other features called pep talk with both coaches. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. After that, we'll come back with some highlights because we've seen some good stuff going on in the first half here so far.
Yeah, indeed. Washington, the only goal so far, but there have been chances for both teams.
Yeah. Both teams have played some outstanding defense. And, this early in the season, to see two teams that communicate the way they have been communicating is good to see. That gives you good hope for the season.
Yeah, it feels like if there was any rust, it was knocked off pretty quick.
Here comes a quick one for Wyandotte. Just missed the pass. Wyandotte will let it roll out. Another goal kick here for Wyandotte as they quickly line up, get the ball in, kick it down. Intercepted by the Cats. We're coming up on 5 seconds remaining for halftime. And that's just about going to do it here for the first half. As we come up on halftime for both schools. Wyandotte currently trailing the Washington Wildcats 1-0. You're watching the KCK Public School Sports Network and our soccer game here between Wyandotte and Washington. We'll be back after this short break, and we'll be back with the second half.
6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ailey Camp is a wonderful camp that we do every summer. It's a 6-week non-for-profit camp where the kids are coming in and they're learning tap, jazz, ballet, modern, and they're also having a class in personal development as well. These are children who are learning to connect creativity with arts and education. Right, left. Do that with me. Ready? Go. Right, left.
It's my 3rd year here, and I decided to come to camp because I really like the people here, and I like to dance.
I thought since I was good at dancing, I could make a good improvement and get smoother with my skills.
These children come from Topeka in Kansas City, Kansas.
My favorite part is probably getting to know people and learning the new dances and choreographies. It's really upbeat, and I like upbeat things.
It's important because it gives them a chance to explore and expand their wings. Some of these children, they may not have that opportunity outside of Ailey Camp, but for them it gives them confidence. It gives them a sense of, wow, self-esteem. They're exploring. It's like, I can do this.
It's worth it. You just have to be willing to stay dedicated the entire time.
It's wonderful for them to understand that I'm blossoming, I'm growing, I'm achieving.
And welcome back to Wyandotte High School, where the Wyandotte Bulldogs are taking on the Washington Wildcats. Wildcats currently leading here at halftime, 1-0. We've seen some stellar defense and stellar offense by both teams. But right now, we're going to introduce a new segment that we have here on the KCK Public School Sports Network. We have 2 features called Circle Talk, Circle Center, I should say, Center Circle. I won't say Circle Center, but Center Circle, and the other is Pep Talk. But we're going to start off with 2 episodes. We're going to start off with Washington High School first, with Center Circle. After that, we're going to go right into Wyandotte's Center Circle.
Hi, I'm Roman Couch here at Washington High School, and this is Center Circle. And today I'm talking with
Elia Uringia.
All right, so how excited are you about the season?
I'm very excited. We've been working hard we cannot wait for this season.
All right, and how have you gotten yourself ready for the season?
Coach been training us so hard over the summer and in the beginning of the season. We can't wait.
All right, and if you had a hype-up song, what would it be?
I actually don't have one. I don't listen to music like that.
All right, and if you had like a number of goals that you were going to hit this season, what would it be?
Probably 15, but most important is the team. As long as the team wins, that's the most important.
Hi, my name is Jason Jones. I'm a junior here at Wyandotte High School, and today we have
Miguel Guillen.
And what position do you play?
I play midfield or defense.
Daniel Serrano. I play defense, fullback.
My name is Brian Estrada. I play mid and I can play striker.
Excellent. Now, I have a few questions for y'all today. The first question is, who's your favorite player?
My favorite players can be Iniesta, because I like the way he plays and his passes, his ball knowledge.
Excellent choice, excellent choice. Now, the next question is for you. What is your favorite skill or trick that you use on the soccer field?
Either has to be body feint or croqueta.
What is that?
A body feint is where you make your body movement to your right or your left, and then may confuse your opponents to go in that side, and then you go the opposite side from there.
Interesting, interesting. Now to you. What did you do to prepare for the season?
Oh, what I did to prepare for the season is eat well. I also practice with my teammates and practice at home.
Excellent, excellent. Now, this is a question for all of y'all. How excited are y'all for this season? Real high! Yes, sir!
Fifth grade, are you ready?
This is Are You Faster Than a Fifth Grader 2024. The top 15 runners from all 28 elementary schools get to race Dr. Stubblefield in a 2-mile run. KCKPS believes that it benefits our students to see district leaders at the ground level, being inspired by them, connecting with them, and making memories together.
It feels good because I won it for the school. It felt like I was like in the real Olympics.
Like they were shouting my name and everything, so I just started running. And I didn't even know I was in first place.
Of the 3 years I've done it, today was the hardest, but I finished, yay! It was a good race, the kids did amazing. This year, this is the class of 2031, which there are marker for our North Star of 100% of our students graduating with a Diploma Plus. So we're gonna announce a scholarship for the top boy and girl runner, and then we're also gonna take the top 30 to a special breakfast in conjunction with the fire department.
And welcome back to Wyandotte High School. Hope you enjoyed that Center Circle features with Washington High School and with Wyandotte High School. We have another feature we're introducing this time around. We've got a pep talk with the coaches, and we're going to start off with Washington High School first, and then we'll go to Wyandotte High School for their pep talk. So hope you sit back and enjoy both of those as well.
Hi, I'm Roman Couch. I'm a senior at Washington High School, and this is Center Circle. And today I'm talking with
Gabriel Maldonado, boys coach here at Washington High School.
All right, and how have you prepared your team for this upcoming season?
Yeah, so we've been preparing since July. We've done a lot of the fundamentals, focused on plyometrics, get these students as athletic as they can for the first game.
All right, and how do you get your players to, play together as a team?
Right. So a lot of that's going to come down to non-fundamentals. That's going to come down to communication and strategy work. We do a lot of drills that include problem solving, and these student athletes have to get together and figure some things out. So we put some things in front of them they might see in the game, and prepare them as much as we can.
All right, and do you have like a opponent that you're most excited to face this season?
Yeah, man, I think every opponent's going to be good, but that first game against Wyandotte, that's going to be a really good one. They're always a tough opponent every year, so that's going to be really exciting this year.
All right, and the last question will be, what is your favorite soccer drill?
Favorite soccer drill, I think it's going to come down to some fundamentals. One of my favorite drills is going to be a turning drill. It's a 3-person turning drill that requires a lot of conditioning and, trying to be as efficient as we can on the field.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck on your season.
Appreciate it. Hi, my name is Jason Jones. I'm a junior here at Wyandotte High School, and today I'm talking with Coach Martinez. Now, my first question to you is, how did you prepare your team for the season?
This season we worked hard all summer. A lot of the guys came out. We had up to 20, 30 guys all summer, Monday through about Thursday every day. And we come out here and we get a nice workout in.
Now, my second question is to you. It's a little bit more personal, but what is your favorite drills to put on these young athletes?
Oh, I love drills. One of my favorite ones, probably our transition drill called Over the River. We like to do it when we're learning, just shifting the ball to open space from one area to another area of the field, and it helps the boys a lot.
And my final question is to you is, what is your expectations for this season?
Wow, I got high expectations. Like I said, these boys have been working hard all summer. We have a lot of talent returning from last year, a lot of new players that are stepping up to new roles, and we're all excited, so we're hoping to see as far as we can go.
First, I ride the bus, and then I come here, I go to the gym, and then I just go to my first hour. I have career first hour, I have orchestra 7th hour, I have math, ELA, and then my FA, and then I have science, and then geography. My favorite is orchestra because I love playing my instrument. My favorite thing is pretty much like just learning new things. It feels great. And like to learn new things and have good experiences. To be better every day, I try to be more confident and never be scared and always be nice to others. At Rosedale Middle School, we're getting better every day.
Welcome back to Wyandotte High School, where the Wyandotte Bulldogs are taking on the Wildcats from Washington High School. I'm Chuck Holmes, and I'm here with a good friend of mine from Sporting KC, Blake Arney. We got a couple quick highlights. The score's 1-0 right now, so we got a couple quick highlights. And so, Blake, what did you see so far in the first half, man?
Yeah, it was action from both sides. You know, I thought that Washington was going to come out and start to really create things going forward. They did, but Wyandotte had some chances of their own, so it really wasn't one team imposing their will on the other. It was definitely a good matchup here in this first half. You see the chance that was the first goal in this match. A great header from the top of the box. It's hard to get that much power on it, but he did put it in the corner. That has us at the 1-0 score, but that wasn't the only chance in this game. It's been a real good matchup for both teams.
Yeah, we've seen some good defense from both teams. We've commented earlier about how both back lines are playing very well. Both teams have been on the attack, as we see here.
This is a chance for Wyandotte. This one bouncing around and then just hit the crossbar. End up being in an offside position, but a really good chance for Wyandotte there to try and level the score.
And as we mentioned, both teams are playing very good defense. We were talking at half a little bit surprised about how well they're communicating and how well they're playing this early in the season.
Yeah, that's something that's hard when you're early on, especially there's some guys on this team that maybe weren't on the varsity team last year and they come into this opportunity. They get a start in a game like this or they come off the bench, and like you said, it's hard to get that communication down and know what the guys around you are wanting to do, what they like to do, how they play the game, and so they figured that out pretty quickly here, you know, in the early part of the season.
Yeah, you said something about the JV and the C teams. How important are those programs?
Yeah, I
to
think
the varsity program.
I think it's huge. I think having those younger players that get that opportunity to play a lot of competitive games, play as many as they can. And I was back in the day when I was in high school, I was playing on a C team, and I never got the chance to make my way up because I gave it up and realized I had a future maybe elsewhere in the world of soccer. I was not quite as talented as some of these guys out here, but I think that's very important for guys to learn. How they like to play their playing style in a chance where maybe they aren't talented enough to be on the varsity team, but will be at some point.
Well, we've just started the second half here. Wyandotte with the kickoff. That's going to be a throw in for Wyandotte, far side. Yeah, we just started about 39:45 left to go. Started here in the second half. See both teams come out on a shaded field like the sun's going down, so it shouldn't be a factor for the goalies now.
That is a goalie's nightmare when they're having to block the sun, so I'm sure they're taking a big sigh of relief.
And I know all these players are appreciating the cool weather too.
Absolutely. Shade makes it a couple degrees cooler. The sun's not beating down on the turf. Yeah, I mean, I know and I'm sure all these players know how hot it can get when you're down there on the turf and that sun's beating down.
But yeah, about 10 to 15 degrees, maybe more, depending on where you're at.
Exactly.
Okay, Washington now with the throw in. Here comes Wyandotte on the attack. Taken away by Washington. Okay, the pass up ahead. Goalie comes out, scoops it up, gets it off quickly. Wyandotte looking to even the score. They're trailing 1-0 right now.
Wyandotte's look good here early in this half. Connected some passes really well. See if they can make something happen early in the second half.
Intercepted by the Cats and stolen away by Wyandotte. Poked straight up in the air. And here comes Wyandotte on the attack. Pass forward by himself. Unable to control it, unable to get a good foot to control it. He had a good shot over at the goal, but unable to control it.
Lopez there, it was a great run to get in behind. Just like you said, couldn't control it, couldn't keep it down, couldn't get the shot toward the frame. So still 1-0 to Washington, but Wyandotte, another good chance there. We're seeing them early in this half trying to find that equalizer.
Yeah, they've had a number of chances. You just haven't been able to execute.
It's the hardest part of the game is putting it away when you're in that final third.
Here they come again on the attack. This time Washington intercepts it. And poked back in by the Dogs.
He's smart enough that he can like stay through him. Yeah. But it's like I told him, if you're really gonna be a lawyer, you're gonna have to study case.
And it's gonna be a corner kick or goal kick for Washington.
He's smart around. He dominates Wyandotte. I mean, he skates through the class at Wyandotte.
Here comes Wyandotte on the attack again. Trying to find some opening. There's a kick that's blocked.
That had a lot of pace on it. That shot was going to come in with all kinds of power, but it was a good block to get it away.
Okay, Wyandotte with the throw in from the side.
We've seen Wyandotte hold a lot of the possession in the attacking half here in this second half, so it's just about capitalizing on that.
It's a good job by the referee, by the umpire, by the goalkeeper. I've seen a lot of those. They take a funny bounce right at the end, and they go off to the side, or take a funny bounce to go over the top. So he did a good job of getting on his hands and knees and cradling it.
Especially on turf, sometimes it just takes a bit bigger hop than maybe that you'd see on a grass field or just, on different turf. Every turf field seems to be a little bit different depending on how that ball's going to bounce.
Okay, here comes Washington on the attack. That's good. Nice. Going to have a foul there. That might trigger a yellow card, and it does.
Just a late challenge there.
Yeah.
Stopping the attack. So yellow card issued.
That's a yellow card to number 12. Bolivar.
Yeah, Angel Bolivar with the yellow card.
Which means you got to be a little more careful throughout the rest of the match, because especially when you're chasing that equalizing goal, you definitely can't do anything crazy and try and put yourself in a position where your team would go down a man.
Kick in deep towards the goal. It's going to be picked off by John Alejo. Wyandotte able to pick it out of the air. Pass across the pitch. Another good foot movement. Poked away by the Dogs. Like Washington getting a little bit more aggressive on this end after Wyandotte's kind of dominated the first 4 or 5 minutes of this half.
Yeah, Luis Cruz, a great sliding tackle there to get that one away. But Washington finding their stride here in the second half.
There was a handball right there from the guy behind, but they let it get away. And taken away by Wyandotte. Mishandled. Bang, hustling after the ball, unable to get there to keep it in. One nothing here at Wyandotte High School. The Bulldogs from Wyandotte taking on the Wildcats from Washington. Washington lead it. Scored early in the halfway through the first period. Take a 1-0 lead.
Right, in 21 minutes into the match, it was a good goal from the top of the box from Washington. Wyandotte had their chances here to score that leveling goal, but haven't been able to put it in the back of the net.
We've seen some outstanding goalkeeping.
Absolutely.
By the Washington goalkeeper.
A couple of huge saves from him.
Here comes Wyandotte on the attack. You're going to let it go out, so it's going to be a throw in for Washington.
This is a distant relative. So my thing was Edmonton's, right? Yeah. This guy, so look who this guy's granddaughter is. Hold on. His granddaughter is Queen Camilla. Oh, wow. I mean, he's like, the part of my family that's split off in the 1700s.
I should be like heir 3 million something.
Yeah.
And here, going to have a foul.
I feel like Wyandotte have created the better of the chances here in this second half, only 7 or so minutes into it. But see, wouldn't be shocked if they were able to find that tying goal.
Maybe try to find the back of the net between now and.
See the foul there.
Okay, here we go. As Wyandotte still putting pressure on Washington as they're into the pitch. Here come the Wildcats on the attack. Nice tackle there.
Both sides.
Referee says play on.
It's a real battle in the midfield right now.
They're fighting as hard as that Bulldog is out there in the middle of the pitch. Knocked down, brought down by the goalie. It's Jorge Carmenante, who's played an outstanding game so far.
Has indeed.
Able to take control of that.
Been really good. One of the biggest bright spots for this team.
Yes, we mentioned earlier, he's a senior, so he's been through some wars.
Certainly.
And how important is that to have a senior goalkeeper?
I think it's huge.
Somebody who's seen it.
Yeah, not only do the goalkeepers have to make those big saves and big moments, but they're the leaders from the back. They can see the whole field. They can see things building up, and so they have to talk to their defenders and really be a vocal leader. You know, most good goalkeepers are using their voice a lot to tell their defenders where to be.
Here comes Washington. Here comes Wyandotte on the push. Picked up by the goalie.
There he is again.
There he is again, making another save.
But vocal leadership from the back is big, and Carmenate doing it well today. Not only being a leader, but making huge saves. Leading by example as well.
Although as a coach, I understand it because like last night I was like, I don't know his jersey.
Here comes Wyandotte again on the run. Another nice tackle.
It was.
That'll be a corner kick for the Bulldogs.
Looks like a Bulldog down around the 50-yard line. Just a little bit of a knock.
And with
back to his feet,
Singh with the nice tackle for the Wildcats. We're going to have a goal kick for Wyandotte. A corner kick for Wyandotte as they try to find the equalizer here with 30 minutes left here in the game. Left-footed kicker. Sails it across the middle. A little bit too strong. Wyandotte able to save it. Taken away by Washington. So can't say it enough. Both back lines have played very well. Their defense has been stellar for both teams. Other than that, even on the header that scored the goal, it was good defense. He just made an outstanding play.
He did indeed. It's like, yeah, you know, those moments defensively are so hard when a player just makes a great play. You can't always stop it, but Washington especially have been really good in the back.
Here they come again. It's going to be Wyandotte. They throw it in from the side, trying to quickly get something going. Looks like we're going to have a corner kick for Wyandotte. See Washington packing it in front of their goalkeeper. Towards the middle, headed away.
And defending those set pieces, those corner kicks, those free kicks, Washington had done a really good job of not only getting the ball away, but making sure it stays away.
Here they come on the attack again. Nice pass ahead.
Looks like the flag's up on the near side, so I don't think the center official has seen it yet. But
yeah, he hasn't seen it yet.
There it is, the offside call. It was a good run, just a half second too early.
You know, Daniel Van Bowie. See a lot of fresh legs out there for Washington and Wyandotte in the second half.
It's important, especially at early part of the season where maybe not everyone's up to 100% full fitness as they may be late in the year. So you got to really go deep in your bench today.
So far, the intensity hasn't changed.
You're right.
It's going to be deep in and picked off by Carmenante. What kind of mindset is that when you're the number one guy and you got a number two pushing you? It makes that hurt go away a little bit faster.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You know, that's what you want. You want guys pushing each other, making each other better.
It was almost a foul there, but the referee says play on. And here they come. Nice pass up front. Just a little bit too strong.
Just a late challenge there in the midfield. The referee was going to let the play continue, but since that ball had a bit too much on it, he brought it back for the foul in the center circle.
Yeah, he's talking it over with him right now, letting him know exactly what happened and why he called it.
You see the sign of no more.
Yeah, no more of that.
Might be another card.
That's good. That's good refereeing, though.
It is.
You know, just give him a warning.
Very clear with his intentions.
Indeed, let him play, but let you know I'm not going to put it with anymore. So.
But Washington gets a chance out of it. We'll see what they do with it.
And deep into the box. Oh, gets in front of his own man, got in front of him. The goalie was about to make a save, but his own man got in front of him, and luckily they came away. No damage.
You talked about communication's been good this game. That was the first time I think we've seen today where there was a little bit of a miscommunication. Didn't end up in any disaster, but they get away with it.
Yeah. Throw in, intercepted by Wyandotte, poke down the side. It's going to be a throw in for Washington. Still 1-0 here at Wyandotte High School. Wyandotte in red. Going to our left. Washington in white. Washington leading 1-0. Got a substitution coming in, looks like. Alex Abgillion going out. See who was coming in, but we'll get his number here shortly.
I think this is the time for Wyandotte where you start to get a little bit more aggressive. You got to know that if you want to get back into the game, you got to start throwing a couple more players forward into the attack, so we'll see if they do that.
Yeah, Glory Modeste came into the game. Bring the fresh pair of legs in, try to get some oomph going. Coming up on 24 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the coming up on 24 now. And now we're right at 24 minutes left remaining here. 1-0 still.
You've been wondering why the volleyball game is so
again, some fresh legs, so we'll see if
we have our star athlete near Darby.
Wyandotte can create something as they have a throw-in, but see if they can build from the back here.
22 goals in 2 years. You got to see her come spring.
That was a dangerous play.
It was. Washington doing just enough to get it away.
Yeah. Be a throw in for Wyandotte. You know what I haven't seen, Blake? I haven't seen a lot of dribbling. I've seen a lot of good passes. They'll control it, but not a lot of dribbling by the individuals.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Washington, it feels like they've got a couple players that could be doing that. A couple players that have a lot of that foot skill that maybe if they can find themselves in a little more open space can create something, get around the defenders. Wyandotte you're right. Both teams have been more direct, not necessarily dribbling it around too much.
We're going to have a foul there. That might be a yellow card, which it is. So it looks like number 7.
So that's a yellow card to number 7 for the Wildcats.
Ringay with the foul. He's going out after that foul. He's been substituted out. That's almost like a tired foul.
Yep, exactly.
I'm tired.
He got beat in behind and just had to just grab him or let him go, and didn't want to let him go. Get another look at this here in a minute. We'll see what that yellow card looked like.
Yeah, this deep kick into the zone. We'll come back for that replay here in a second, but Wyandotte gets it in deep to the box. Look it away now. It's taken away by Washington. Hand checking going on, but it's a nice pass forward, and Wyandotte converges on it and takes it away. Oh, we got another player down. Referee says play on. Yeah, that's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Washington. As we look at Rob By, try to shake it off. Number 6 for Washington. He tries to shake off that no call. And here comes Wyandotte on the attack. A nice pass in. Washington recovers nicely back on defense. And that nice slide. And that's going to be going to call it on Wyandotte. So
looks like that might have been for a little bit of an earlier challenge.
Yeah, I think
let
you're
him play
right.
for a second and then called it back.
I think you had to think about it for a second. Wait a minute. Let me call this one.
Yep.
So it'll be a free kick for the Cats. Gets it in. Everybody's on side.
A lot of numbers here.
Yeah. Again, Wyandotte doing a good job of converging and toughening up their defense. The back line playing very well. There's a pass forward. Knocked down. We got a chance of going across the middle. That's Wyandotte. Here comes the kick. It's blocked nicely by Washington. Again, wide open. Somebody's on these offsides. As the far line judge calls them offsides.
A long shot. Didn't hit it right. It almost turned into a perfect pass, but the referee saw the offside and put the flag up.
Exactly 20 minutes left here in the second half, and here comes the Wildcats on the attack. Taken away by Wyandotte. Now they push into the zone. So Carminante comes out, takes charge. Be a throw in for Washington. Oh, they had it quickly, but they bring in some substitutions. At least 4 guys coming in, substitutions.
A lot of subs here, getting those fresh legs out there. When you're defending a game like this, it's a slim lead. You really want to have everyone that you can on fresh legs, as many fresh legs out there as you can, so that you can get back if you have to defend quickly and not be tired and slow to get back.
Yeah, it's also putting them into a game situation that they may not normally get into. But here they come, and Wyandotte able to scoop it up. John Alejo.
Getting guys experience in these kind of games is huge because, it's the early part of the season. You don't know who's been the best, players that have gotten better in the off season, and now, you get a chance to see everyone in action.
Alejo once again with the save.
Let me just ask me. I'm so used to your team making us suffer. I know. I gotta find out. Let me just text me too.
Good defense.
I'll go down there.
And Wyandotte still keeping the ball in the zone, and Washington's in. Trying to even the score, trailing 1-0. Okay, hey, you want to stay informed of what's happening in the school district? You're invited to attend a board meeting. School board meetings are held the second and fourth Tuesdays of every month at 5 p.m. at the Central Office and Training Center at 2010 North 59th Street. You want to have a say-so in your public school system, go to your board meetings. You'll learn a lot there. You learn a lot. Coming up with about 16 and a half minutes remaining here in the contest. Washington still leading 1-0. Wyandotte looking for the equalizer. They've been very aggressive the second half, but unable to put the ball in the back of the net so far.
Yeah, Washington's done a really good job defensively, just not letting them. We'll invite a little bit of pressure and let them into the 20, 30-yard area, but we'll just do really well to stay compact and get it away whenever they get too close.
Throwing for the Bulldogs. Both teams having a few changes.
More substitutions coming in, more fresh legs for both teams. I think it's just an opportunity for both coaches to get their players in. And as you mentioned, it's early in the season, so they're letting them play. Hey, the district's director of the SPED department, Dr. Jakaya Laurie, will host talk huddles with families this year. The Let's Chat virtual huddles provide a time for families to learn more about special education, share feedback, and ask questions. Very good opportunity there.
Just lined one up from way out and it hit the post.
Yeah, that's the second time they've hit the post. But
yep.
Yeah, but I'll finish that. So the Let's Chat virtual huddles provide a time for families to learn more about special education, share feedback, and ask questions parents may have about special education offerings in KCK public schools. So mark your calendars if you want to join up on the following dates: September 26th, October 24th, November 21st, January 30th, February 27th, April 17th, and May 22nd. But visit the KCKPS website for more information. And here comes Wyandotte again on the attack after he just hit the post, just barely missed tying this game up. And here's a good takeaway, a nice takeaway from Washington.
And Wyandotte's been real aggressive. You feel
and
like
we're going to have a foul there.
I feel like that goal's coming, though. I mean, Wyandotte really putting the pressure on.
It's fresh legs, it's like they're paying off.
They are. You're right about that.
Okay, the Wildcats line up for the free kick. Down the sideline.
At least he didn't score an own goal like last year. And I hope he did.
Kept in by Washington. Taken away by the Dogs. Here comes a run. Oh, we're going to have a handball there.
He might be lucky to not get a yellow card there because he knew what he was doing with that one.
He knew what he was doing. He stuck his hand right out there. He's talking to him about it. I don't have that one. I don't have that. Well, the Family Advocacy Days, October 22nd and October 24th. Again, on February 13th and February 14th. 23rd, they start at 2:30 to 7:30, and it's all day on the 24th. So February 13th from 4:30 to 7:30, or February 13th from 4:30 to 7:30, and then once again on February 14th. Again, I see the referee doing a little, constructive coaching. We're not going to have that anymore.
Game management, trying not to let it get out of control.
Yeah. It's getting close.
Not mistaken. He was on a yellow card, so ref's just making sure. You
Yes.
never want to give a player a second yellow if you don't have to, but obviously that foul, ref wanted to just make sure he doesn't see any more.
Good save by the goalie, Carmenante. That's got to be, I don't know, at least 10 or 11 good saves.
Yeah.
One excellent save, or two excellent saves on the same
back
play.
to back, exactly.
Yeah,
The later you get into this game, the more you realize that might have been the chance that, has kept this game with Washington in the lead.
From Washington?
Huh?
So someone showed me a picture of that's Soul's boyfriend. He's a widow?
Yeah, he's a widow.
Why?
He's Mexican, you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So he's like him. I know, show me that picture earlier. He's like you. It looks like a widow, basically.
I can read up. And more action. Well, we had somebody tying their shoe up, so that delayed it a little bit. Sun's starting to go down. We've got the lights on here in the stadium. Still a good crowd. First soccer game of the season.
Absolutely. It's
good
good to
crowd.
see people out here.
Yeah.
Enjoying some soccer.
A lot of people out supporting their team from both schools. And once again, the weather's just been fantastic. Coming up on 11 minutes left. Nice little bounce. Easily handled by Alejo, the goalkeeper.
Trying to break his team quickly.
Yep. The Cats converge quickly. Back to little Alejo, able to snatch it. Just trying to steal once again.
Really good distribution from Alejo, just getting his team into action.
Trying to keep that momentum going with these guys because they've been putting pressure on Washington the entire second half.
You're right, they have.
Yeah, coming up on 10-20 now left in the game. Wyandotte quickly gets it into play. Looking for that equalizer goal. And once again, just a little high.
Too much on that one. Getting a little impatient, maybe.
Patrick Musor. He's had a couple chances today. Had a really good shot. Hit the top of the post. He's offsides on that one, but it was a good chance for him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Free kick again from Washington as they try to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Oh, the whiff on the kick. Another one. They get it to the near side. Now it's streaking out, intercepted by Wyandotte.
It's all about just seeing it out in the last 10 minutes. If you're Washington, Wyandotte can do everything they can to push forward.
Yeah, the pressure's going to get even more intense now.
Mm-hmm.
You got a slim 1-goal lead.
That's true. Yeah, you don't want to. Oh, come on, boys.
Wyandotte on the attack. Good footwork, looking for it open. Can't find it. Run off the ball, taken away by Wyandotte.
Washington putting a lot of players behind the ball here. Just doing as much defending as they can. Everyone but the striker. Now they've got numbers in the attack.
And here they come. Deep into the zone. Is he able to get there? He's not able to get there. Saying unable to get there. It's a good pass. Just a little bit too far.
If you're Wyandotte here, you almost want to just take it a bit slower, not push too far forward too fast. Just hold a little bit of possession and just burn some of that clock.
Another substitution's coming on. I think both teams will sleep well tonight.
Oh, absolutely. This is that first game of the season. You're always, just figuring out how fit you are, and the guys, I'm sure, are going to come away from this one a little more tired than they normally are.
The night before, you always have those jitters. You
Yep.
get, okay, do I know this? Do I know this? I'm good to go. So you don't sleep very well, and then you have to go to school all day.
Yep.
And now you're ready. The excitement is building.
This is the kind of stuff I say to her.
Your adrenaline is flowing, and tonight they'll sleep good. Wyandotte again on the attack, knocked away by the Cats. Wyandotte trying to keep it in. Poked out. Throw in for Wyandotte.
Good tackle.
We're going to have a corner kick. Wyandotte.
Gets nervy at this point in the game. If you're Washington, you got to just sit back and defend it and make sure you're not making any mistakes because, as we've seen, Wyandotte can be dangerous.
This may be their best opportunity. The left-footers sends it in. And and the header and the goal! As Wyandotte is able to find the equalizer.
How about that?
Corner kick.
6.5 minutes left, and he finds that equalizing goal. It's huge to start the season for Wyandotte.
Patrick Moussour on the score. Number 18 for Wyandotte, able to tie it up with 6:23 left here in the match. They've been putting pressure on the entire, as you said it, Blake, you said it. The pressure is coming, and you can just feel that goal building.
It was.
You can feel it building.
It's like it was just boiling over. It finally does there, and they get that go-ahead or that equalizing goal.
Now the last 6.5 minutes ought to be frantic for both teams because who wants to walk away with the win? Wyandotte's got the momentum. Here they come.
They do indeed.
Pass deep into the zone. Nice footwork. Here comes the Wildcats down the line. He's offside. Yeah, he's onside. Looked like he was off for a second, but he wasn't.
Just feel like that energy level raised a little bit since that goal. Both teams want to find that second goal.
Oh, and somebody got, as the term goes, juked out of their shoes and broke a few ankles over there. Wyandotte looking like the aggressor now.
They are.
They found some new life. Equalizing goal.
See if they can build off that momentum and get one here at the end and just win it outright.
It's deep in. And here come the Cats. Streaking down the side, streaking down the middle. We got somebody gone down with a cramp. Referee says play on. One of Washington's players is down. He's got a cramp in midfield. Action still going on.
Players for both teams down at this point, but
Wyandotte keeping it in. And that's taken by Corminante. We got players down for both teams.
Yep.
We see some sportsmanship out here too as well. You see Wyandotte players trying to help the Washington player with a cramp in his leg. Well, that equalizing goal brought the adrenaline up.
It did.
And all of a sudden,
just dumped.
Everybody started cramping up.
Exactly. You feel like this is the point in the game, though, where it's been, hot during the day. They've been out there playing for almost 80 minutes now. You just start to get a little bit tired, start to cramp up. See if that energy stays, though, through the second part of the half.
Well, I know both teams they played their hearts out, and they both deserve to win. But for first match of the season, it's been very entertaining, very good.
Certainly has.
Yeah, 1-1 here at Wyandotte High School. Bulldogs in red, Washington in white. We see player for Washington. Yeah, we're at 4:48. Stoppage in play here for the two players that were down. Like Gabriel Bowie was the one that was down for Washington. Didn't see who it was for Wyandotte, but he appears to be okay. He's up and he's moving. I didn't see who the ball went out on, so maybe a free kick or a throw-in. I'm not sure
like the
which
ref
one.
stopped play because there was players down, so it'll just be a drop ball to the goalie here.
Okay. And there it is. Oh, another player down. Here comes Washington. Nice pass, poke forward. Wyandotte with the clear. And here comes Wyandotte on the attack. Taken away by Washington. Cats have put a lot of pressure on the Dogs, but they haven't scored since the 21-minute mark, basically in the first period.
Now we'll see. I mean, Wyandotte's putting all kinds of pressure on, trying to find the winner in regulation here.
Wyandotte streaking down the side, looking to pass across the middle. Oh! And it looks as though Patrick Seward just missed it again. He just missed that one.
Play by the Bulldogs. That was almost there. Qué buena excelente los Bulldogs ese cruce. Por poquito.
I tell you, Wyandotte's been dangerous with that pass across the middle like that.
That was almost the second time.
That was almost the second time. We got another player down with more cramps. It's one of the things I noticed during halftime when both teams were sitting in the shade. Didn't see too many people hydrating.
Yeah. Makes you wonder. I mean, throughout the day when these kids are at school, sometimes it's hard to remember. You're just going through your day. It's not like these professional athletes where that's their job. They're getting paid to play, and so they make sure that they're in 100% top physical condition. These guys, it's obviously going to school all day. You're worried about class. You want to make sure you're doing well in your classes, and so it's a lot harder to make sure that you're hydrating all day, really focused about those electrolytes, make sure you're eating well. It's a lot harder when you're going through classes.
It's different than even college sports.
Yeah.
Or even really high-end high school sports. They have a training staff, and they have trainers or assistant trainers, and every time out, they're out there with the Gatorade bottles. Every break in the action, they're out there with the Gatorade bottles. If you're not on the field, you're hydrating. So it's different at some levels, and kind of here, they have to do it themselves.
Yep.
They have to make sure I'm on top of what's going on here. I need to take care of my body. I need to do the right thing.
That's difficult. Each player, it's got to be difficult as a coach, too, to make sure that all your players are doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. We got juniors and seniors in high school.
Yep.
It's not on their top priority list.
Certainly not. They want to see their friends.
Here comes Wyandotte again on the attack. And we're going to have a push, but they're going to go ahead and play. It's going to be a throw-in for Washington. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining here in the contest. Tied 1-1, Washington and Wyandotte. Good footwork. Finds the open man. Blocked by Washington. It's going to be a throw in for Wyandotte. They get it, and they look to quickly get it in, which they're able to do. That's going to be a goal kick. Another dangerous corner kick.
This is where they were dangerous earlier.
Yep.
We'll see if they can do it again. This would be huge. A couple minutes left.
Not the kind of kick you want to give. Oh, he's freed up. The kick blocked again. Long distance, just over the top.
Wow. Good chances there from Wyandotte. They can't pounce, but they look like they're creating all the chances right now.
Washington did a good job of packing the middle and trying to get it cleared. Keep the area clear for the goalkeeper to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Goal kick. Coming up on 1:40 remaining. Wyandotte still putting pressure on. Once again, stolen away by the Dogs. Here they come. Looking for that go-ahead goal. A little bit too aggressive on the Wildcats. Free kick for Wyandotte.
Maybe one of the last chances here in the 80 minutes.
Coming up on 1 minute remaining, deep into the box. Headed away. 1 minute exactly remaining here in the contest.
Another chance.
Here's another chance. It's a corner kick. It's deep into the box. A little bit too far. Wyandotte maintains control. Nice movement. Washington just kicks it out. So it'll be a throw-in for Washington because the ball was already out before he kicked it away. Looks like now Washington's just trying to hang on as we come up on the last 30 seconds. There's a free opportunity for the Cats. Doesn't have any help. Looking for some help. There it is. He gets a little help, but he can't unable to control it. Down to 15 seconds. 10. Looks like there's one last chance for Wyandotte, and they're not going to be able to get a shot away. It looks like our contest is going to end at 1-1.
And that's the end of regulation time. It's a 1-1 tie. Empate a uno.
Looks like we're going to. That's the end of regulation. We're tied 1-1. Like we have a 5-minute overtime period. Okay, so we have a 5-minute break for both teams to kind of catch their breath, get some fluids in them, and then we got a 10-minute overtime. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the KCK Public School Sports Network, and we'll be right back after this break. Yeah, there you go.
At Quindaro Elementary, a new lesson plan is in session. One that could mean the difference between life and death.
How to do CPR when someone's in need of help, if they pass out or something. Because somebody need help, you gotta know what to do.
So what are we gonna do? First thing when we know they need help, what are we gonna do?
Call 911!
All 350 students, yes, even the kindergartners, were trained in hands-only CPR this spring. It's something that school leaders want to build upon each year.
Starts to build that confidence, and even if they can't do the hands-only CPR in the moment, it still builds that confidence to call 911 when someone needs help and to, help somebody else through it, and it just starts building that response and that thought and that confidence.
These classes may sound a little different than a CPR class from the past. Stayin' Alive was always the suggested tune to help keep the correct beat, but today's 10 and under crowd doesn't know that one as well. Enter Baby Shark.
And there are lots of songs that are 100 to 120 beats a minute that you can use, but because Baby Shark really just sticks in the head, that's the one I chose.
PE teacher Amelia Kovac organized these classes because she has seen firsthand why knowing CPR is essential.
Several years ago, when I was a classroom teacher back in 2017, I was saying good morning to all my students as they were entering the classroom. And one morning I had a student who was 5 years old fall to the floor and have a heart attack. I didn't feel like I was prepared or ready for that, and I want these students to be ready because you never know how old or when or where something like that's going to happen.
And now, thanks to this training, these students are empowered to take steps to try to help save a life.
If somebody in my family passes out or something, like I could just do CPR on them.
At Quindaro Elementary, a new lesson plan is in session. One that can mean...
Great. Are you ready?
This is Are You Faster Than a Fifth Grader 2024. The top 15 runners from all 28 elementary schools get to race Dr. Stubblefield in a 2-mile run. KCKPS believes that it benefits our students to see district leaders at the ground level, being inspired by them, connecting with them, and making memories together.
It feels good because I won it for the school. It felt like I was like in the real Olympics.
Like they were shouting my name and everything, so I just started running. And I didn't even know I was in first place.
Of the 3 years I've done it, today was the hardest, but I finished. Yay! It was a good race. The kids do amazing. This year, this is the class of 2031, which there are our marker for our North Star of 100% of our students graduating with a Diploma Plus. So we're going to announce a scholarship for the top boy and girl runner, and then we're also going to take the top 30 to a special breakfast in conjunction with the fire department.
And welcome back to Wyandotte High School here on the KCK Public School Sports Network. I'm Chuck Holmes, and I'm here with Blake Arney. We've seen a good contest so far. We're going to go to overtime. Team scores are 1-1 each. Wyandotte with a late goal. Hey, you can watch us here or you can check out information on the KCK Public Schools Network. You can check us out on Facebook. You can find us on X, and you can find us on YouTube along with Instagram, or kckschools.org. So there are lots of ways you can get to us, lots of ways you can see us, and hey, we look forward to hearing from you. So like I said, we are in overtime, Blake. We've seen a great game so far. Yeah, we got a 10-minute, the way the rules work here, we set our 5-minute break. We'll have a 10-minute overtime period. If no one scores after that, then we get a 2-minute break, and then we go to another 10-minute overtime. And if no one scores after that, the game ends in a tie. So let's hope somebody wins, because it's like kissing on your sister if you end it with a tie. And I don't know about you, but nobody likes to do that as far as I'm concerned. So
yeah, both these teams don't want to start the year out with a tie. They want to start out with a win.
Exactly. So they've had a chance to kind of hydrate a little bit, get their legs back together, and we're going to really see now who really is in shape and how bad which team wants this.
You're absolutely right. Wyandotte looked like the better team coming out late in that second half. We'll see if they carry that over.
And it's important to remember, too, it is a sudden death, so whoever scores first, contest ends right then. So both teams are looking for their first victories of the year to start the year off on the right leg. Yeah, as we mentioned, it's a sudden death.
Yep.
And so whoever scores first, the game is over. So that's why you see both teams want to walk away with the victory here tonight.
They do indeed. Don't want to play the extra 20 just for it to go to a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, we don't do shootouts.
Nope.
Here in high school.
Not until it was a playoff game.
Yeah, if it's a playoff game in high school, then we do shootouts. But right now, during regular season, there are no shootouts. See Wyandotte putting pressure on. Both teams look, they got that 5-minute break helped both teams. There's a pass ahead. Washington with the opportunity to shot, and he's blocked away.
Looks like the defender got the touch in, now going to ground. I mean, he needed to get that right.
He got it right, but he kind of, like you said, he went to ground, but he did get it right. Excellent play.
Stopping the clock, it looks like an injured player, so.
I think that was the one who punked it away, so.
Yep. It looks to be a corner kick coming up for Washington next, so really good, opportunity to just put this one away. Back up.
This is an opportunity. We've seen Wyandotte be very dangerous with these corner kicks. Let's see what Washington can do with one.
Got players moving around.
Towards the middle. Heads up. And Washington able to control it. Throw in for Washington. Get it in quickly.
Another corner kick coming. I mean, they're really piling on the pressure, Washington. We saw it, Wyandotte creating most of the chances at the end of the second half, but now Washington coming out a lot stronger.
Again, another dangerous corner kick. The right-footed kicker from the far side. Wait for his offense to get set up. There they run the play. Heads in, just wide.
Couldn't quite direct that one towards the target. It just grazed his head. But that was a great chance for Washington. They don't want that one to come back to bite them.
Wyandotte on the goal kick. Coming up on 6:45 remaining here in the first OT.
Man, Washington, all kinds of pressure when they lose the ball.
That way, got away from it just a little bit.
Wyandotte with the throw under his feet.
Wyandotte with the throw in. You see where Washington's doing a good job of checking certain players, making sure they don't get the ball. Wyandotte again clearing it out.
That pressure stays high from Washington, though. Getting a lot of players forward.
It's going to be a goal kick for Wyandotte.
Halfway into this first overtime, Washington definitely created more chances, but Wyandotte started it out pretty hot.
Yeah. You've seen Uringe on the pitch a lot, exerting a lot of energy. And there he is again with it, directing traffic, trying to get control of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Here comes Wyandotte. So far, the first overtime has been played at this end of the pitch.
It has.
Washington putting on a lot of pressure.
Can't find that finishing touch.
Substitutes coming in. Both teams have played so hard. You hate for anybody to go home with a loss now. They both played hard. They both played well. Not a lot of mistakes.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You think at this time in the season there might be more likelihood that someone makes a mistake that leads to a goal, but it hasn't happened thus far. I mean, still time to play, so both teams are going to try and pounce on anything, but well done early on.
Yeah. There's an opportunity, partially blocked. Alejo has played a very good game in goal. He hasn't given up a goal since the first period.
Both goalkeepers have been pretty good tonight, but just the one they've both conceded.
Unable to get a good accurate pass off. So here comes Cats again. This time Wyandotte takes it away. And knocked out by the Cats. Be a throw in for the Dogs.
Not sure when you're going to start. Since we're playing sudden death, I don't know when to start.
Here comes Wyandotte now with some pressure. Looking for that winning goal. Coming up on 3:15 remaining in the first overtime. Here's the opportunity. Blocked down, taken away by the Cats.
Great defense there to win it back now. Let's see if they can spring on the attack.
25. Alexis Zamora.
For a man that's a 40-year-old back.
Again, it'll be a throw in for Washington. As Wyandotte is double teaming Uringe, number 7 down here for the Cats. Anytime he's near the ball, there are at least 2 dogs all over him. There's a pass in, nice, surrounded by 3. Wyandotte able to control, looking to go on the attack, knocked away by the Cats.
Washington haven't really held the ball much in their own half. Everything's pushing forward.
Here comes Washington again. Looking for somebody across the middle. Pulls it back out. He kind of punches it in. Got an opportunity there. And he just knocks it up over the goal.
Took a deflection, though, so they'll have a corner kick coming here.
2 minutes left in the first overtime. Washington with a corner kick. We got another player down, looks like. Having cramps.
It'll be a corner kick for the Wildcats.
Referee stops the clock. 1:46 remaining. So far in this first overtime has been almost all Washington.
It has been. Washington creating a lot of good chances going forward. You feel like that they would have had a breakthrough by now, just couldn't quite find that finishing touch. But credit to Wyandotte, because all it takes is one chance. If they can find that one chance and go the other way, they can walk away with the win.
Well, in sudden death, anything can happen. As you mentioned, it just takes that one breakaway or that one play, and anything can happen.
But as we said, can't say I'm too shocked that there's players going down like this, this early in the season, the hotter part of the year. It's tough.
Even though it's a relatively cool night, but it's it's still basically summer.
Yep.
So here comes the corner kick for Washington. There's a jockey for position in front of the goal. Well, we got another player down. And around the 28-yard line on the football field. Being stretched out. It's almost worse to stop running and then all of a sudden you just go down like somebody shot you.
Absolutely.
Like, oh my goodness. It just creeps
Takes
up
a toll
on you.
Yeah. Looks like players will be getting forward here for Washington, so gonna try and get that sudden death goal.
I know during my playing days, one of the things that really helped me was taking a lot of vitamin E.
I didn't know that.
And that would, for some reason, it increased the blood flow to the legs, and it kept me from getting cramps. I would still hydrate, but I would take 400 milligrams of vitamin E in the morning and 400 milligrams of vitamin E at night, and it helped me. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah.
But it helped me. So
sure, there's some science behind that.
Yeah. Okay, here we go with the corner kick. It's up. The header knocked away. Poked away by Alejo, and the kick. So Alejo does a good job of punching the ball out on the corner kick. Setting up a goal kick here. Intercepted by the Cats. Cats still putting the pressure on. 1:20 left. A long kick just wide of the net.
That would have been incredible. Yeah. Would have been a crazy way to win it.
Again, another goal kick. 1:10 left here in the first overtime. Wyandotte with the goal kick. Trying to clear the zone. Washington not letting them really clear the zone. And he loses it. Wyandotte intercepts it, takes it away. Still trying to clear the zone. You're going to have a foul right there. You throw in. We know the Dogs' game plan. We know who they're trying to get it to. Trying to get to their goal scorer, Patrick Mussour.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy, number 18, right there in the middle. He goes towards the goal, and it's headed away. Being able to intercept it.
They might not have enough time to take this corner kick.
Yeah, we're coming up on 5 seconds remaining here in the first overtime, and we're not going to have enough time for the corner kick. And that's going to do it for the first overtime. That's going to do it for the first overtime. So we've played 10 minutes. We're still tied at 1-1. Now we get a 2-minute break here, and then we'll come for another 10 minutes.
See how deep they can go into that, in that well. See how far they can pull, how deep they can dig to really just win this one late.
I think it helps with both coaches. They can freely substitute. They can bring in fresh legs. I mean, once they go out, they can come back in.
Yep.
And so I think that helps both teams tremendously as well. But, you played 40, 80, 90 minutes of soccer so far, and you're still tied at 1-1. Going to get another 2 minutes, and then you get another 10 minutes after that. Okay. Yeah, and it's still sudden death. So we're going to be back after this short break. You're watching soccer here on KCK Public School Sports Network. We'll be right back.
First, I ride the bus, and then I come here, I go to the gym, and then I just go to my first hour. I have career first hour, I have orchestra 7th hour, I have math, ELA, and then my FA, and then I have science, and then geography. My favorite is orchestra, because I love playing my instrument. My favorite thing is pretty much just learning new things. It feels great. And to learn new things and have good experiences. To be better every day, I try to be more confident and never be scared, and always be nice to others. At Rosedale Middle School, we're getting better every day.
And welcome back to Wyandotte High School. We're here on the KCK Public School Sports Network. I'm Chuck Holmes. I'm here with Blake Arney, and we have a 1-1 tie here in the second overtime as Wyandotte and Washington try to come up with a winner. Yeah, the district's director of the SPED department, Dr. Yakita Laurie, will host talk huddles. We'll host talk huddles with families this year. The Let's Chat virtual huddles and provide a time for families to learn more about special education, share feedback, and ask questions parents may have about special education offerings in KCK. So join us on the following dates: September 26th, October 24th, November 21st, January 30th, February 27th, April 17th, and May 22nd. So visit the KCKPS website for more information. Here we are with the last overtime. If no one scores in this period, we end in a 1-1 tie. But once again, we're still in sudden death. So anything can happen between now and the end. Both teams have played hard. Like it says 1-1.
A lot to play for here.
Washington scored early. They scored at the 21-minute mark in the first quarter, and Wyandotte was able to get the equalizer at the 36th or 37th minute of the 36th or 37th minute of the second period.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're tied up here, and that's why we're in overtime.
Nothing like a little late drama to begin the season.
There you go.
See if Wyandotte can not only get a late goal, but find the winner. Put some pressure on.
Both goalies have played well. Both defenses have played very well.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's a couple of outstanding good plays causes the scores, but It's been really entertaining contest.
For sure has.
That first overtime, Washington expended a lot of energy to come away empty-handed. Now here comes Wyandotte with it. Washington's able to poke it away. Trying to get it forward, but intercepted by the Dogs. This was taken away by the Cats. Now the Cats looking to get something going on midfield, but gives it away.
Wyandotte coming hot out of this second overtime period. We'll see if they can pounce on that, but they have really looked, like the more energetic team here in this first 90 seconds of this.
Here we go. We
second
got a little
period.
breakaways, some hand fighting going on down. We're going to have a tackle here. As they're both of them looking for a little justice, as there's a lot of hand fighting going on.
Yeah, contact from both sides. It was just whoever was going to give the biggest push would end up getting called for the foul, and that time it's Washington with the free kick because they got fouled.
Thing on the ball. Currently standing there. This could be a dangerous free kick here. See Wyandotte lining across. Got the wall in front.
Got a senior defender going to dish this one in, Urbina.
There's the kick along. Oh, and just over the net.
That one had some venom on it coming in.
Yeah, you reach Urbina looking to end the contest right then. Clock continues to run. We're coming up on 7 minutes remaining. Here comes the goal kick. Oh, the whiff. Again, good defense by Wyandotte. Quick throw in by the Dogs, by the Cats, I'm sorry, from Washington. They look to get the ball in quickly, which they do. Headed away, an opportunity inside the box, no foul call.
It's a great chance.
Ball's
He just
knocked away.
Couldn't poke it toward the goal. If he did, that might have ended up in the back of the net.
Yeah. Again, the quick throw in as they try to set their offense. Man, ball's kicked out. Once again, Washington able to get a quick throw in. This one's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Dogs. A little bit, about 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the second overtime. Remember, if no one scores here, we ended in a tie. So both teams are looking for that goal, that winning goal. Washington on the attack, knocked away by the Dogs. Again, kept in by Washington. And we've got some hand fighting. We're going to have a foul on Washington.
Now Wyandotte trying to push some numbers forward and get into the attack halfway through the second overtime period.
Left-footed kicker sends it down range. And here he comes again. The good run. Caminente with the save as Patrick Musor was looking for the game winner. Unable to get a good leg on it.
He's looked dangerous tonight.
There he is again, tracking the ball. Wyandotte comes away with the win. And Wyandotte looking to go deep. Got their guy. They're going to have a handball. They're going to call that.
Looks like the referee said it was right outside the area. The Wyandotte players thought that was inside the box. They thought it would have been a penalty kick, but referee says it was right outside the box.
I'm looking to see where he's standing. He's just outside the box.
Otherwise, it would have been a spot kick, one-on-one.
340 to 349. The clock starts to run again. Coming up on 340. Let's see if we can get that replay real quick to see exactly where it happened at. Here it comes here.
I think the referee got it right.
Yeah, I think he got it right too.
About a foot outside the box.
Yeah. Although this is dangerous from here as well.
It is.
This is not a. It's not a gimme goal, but it's not a gimme defense either.
You're absolutely right.
As you see, there's the kick. Oh, he scored! Wyandotte, the Dogs come away with the victory on the kick. With 3:05 remaining in the contest, Wyandotte wins it on a kick. The Dogs come away with the 2-1 victory.
Bulldogs walk it off. How about that?
Blake, what a shot that was.
It just was a bullet into the bottom corner. Sometimes it doesn't need to be pretty, curling over the defenders and everything. Just hit it with all you got and put it in the corner.
Jorge Carmenete played an excellent game. He gave up the last 2 goals late in the second quarter, and now he gives up the goal here in overtime. But what a rocket to go to the back corner of the net. It was awesome.
Talk about late drama, not only to send it to overtime right before that final whistle, but also to win it with just a couple minutes left in overtime, avoiding the tie, avoiding that just 1-1 draw, ending with Wyandotte walking away with the win.
Well, you tell your sister, put that pucker away. We're not kissing tonight. We're walking off with the victory. See you later, sis. That was a good game. Good game. Both teams played hard. Both teams played hard. Both teams deserved to win, but somebody had to win tonight, and Wyandotte walks away with the victory. So, outstanding ball game, outstanding soccer match, I should say. And Blake, it's been a pleasure, man.
It's been fantastic. That was a lot of fun.
We got 2 more just like this. We'll get to see you next time, all right? Hey, for Blake Arney, Chuck Holmes here at Wyandotte High School, Bulldogs walk off with a 2-1 victory. We'll see you next time here on KCK Public Schools Sports Network.